make it rain. Oh, do you hear the thunder? No, don't let it bring you down. Look up and see the light. You're not alone, don't give up like that. Oh yeah, got a ways to go. Break that wall, let the snare blow. I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. We're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Keep
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Room here to run. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They run it here. Where? And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They go play action. Bridgewater. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford, used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, you know, he'd say, foul it away, lad. Foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Did he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie? When you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad?
Spencer Ware's numbers on the ground a week ago. 24 carries, 97 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's 2nd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action with McCarron. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Gets past one man. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run now with Ware. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. They get 14 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, here's McCarron. Flush to his right. But he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, McCarron. And he rifles one incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Second down now after the incompletion. And now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. They go back to Reddick, down to the 25. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now here's McCarron on 3rd. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
Not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the...
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Holding offense.
Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
Now McCarron throwing on 2nd. He's got his man on the crossing route. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On the run, it's Ware. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. This is where. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it third down and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
McCarron now on first down. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. McCarron to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
We got trips over here. Trips over here.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's got it. This is Ware. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up second down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down, Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malik McDowell able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Bridgewater now on second down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On third down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
This is taken around the 12. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. shotgun snap for McCarron. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Second down following the incompletion.
Let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working from the gun here, McCarron. And this is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders look a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Set. Blue landed. Blue landed. Gun.
To throw, it's McCarron. Steps away. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They do go for it. It's McCarron. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them, because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. And we've seemingly lost communication with Larry. Good news, though, both teams somehow already back on the field and ready for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a play fake. McCarron eluding the pressure right. throw here's incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
McCarron from the gun on third. Hard throw, incomplete.
And no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum, but they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And tough sledding. You'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarron being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They run again with Ware. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Now Brown. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. McCarron. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Riddick. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Back down to that Philly, here we go.
And now they'll throw it with McCarron. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
From the gun, it's McCarron. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Bridgewater to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd down following the run. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Davis Webb with 1 touchdown pass thus far. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Riddick. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. McCarron now on the bootleg. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game with a fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. Second down to the offense needing 5 yards. Now a handoff looking right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Second down, Bridgewater. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. This offense so far on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Throwing, Bridgewater. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Oh, they'll run the up, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Teddy Bridgewater, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Saints can take the lead if they can hit the extra point.
Partner, we're wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Here's Riddick. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. The offense on third down tonight, they're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Riddick with a carry, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. McCarron on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami, and the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans, they've got it in cruise control right now. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. A.J. McCarron on his way back out there. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Fresh set of downs here. He's back to throw. This is Riddick on the screen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Now McCarron, he's got to have this one. Going right side, he has Witten. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go now.
And they give this time to the tailback. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, second down. 10 seconds to go. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is through. It is good. Dan Bailey, the hero as time expires. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And we're seeing an extension of the lead by the Jags. They're up pretty big. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing.
I go out for my squad and I put that on. Squad. All I got is my word and my word is my bond. Squad. Yeah. They gon' look at you different when you moving forward. But you stick to the code, you get yours, I get mine. Squad. Yeah. I go extra high for my entourage. Check